Hello and welcome. This is Haske-Tv News. My name is Berry Cletus. Thank you for joining us. On the news, troops of Operation Wild Stroke have successfully recovered a significant cache of arms and ammunition in Takum local government area of Taraba State following an intelligence-led operations January 4, 2026. In a statement posted by the Acting Media Information Officer Operation Wild Stroke, Lieutenant Ahmad Zubairu, via the Nigerian Army X handle on Sunday, the operations was launched after actionable intelligence indicated the movement of an associate of notorious criminal kingpin John Ngata. Zubairu said, acting swiftly, OPWS troops set up a snap roadblock at Zaki Biam, where they intercepted the suspect without incident, adding that during preliminary questioning, the suspect voluntarily led troops to a concealed armory at Ahmadu village. The Force Commander Joint Task Force Operation Wild Stroke, Major General Moses Gara, commended the troops for their professionalism, swift response, and effective utilization of intelligence, which culminated supply chain and the recovery of lethal weapons. Gara reiterated his commitment to sustaining high troops' morale by prioritizing welfare, logistic support, and operational readiness. He further appreciated members of the public for their continuous cooperation and provision of credible intelligence, noting that community support remains a critical enabler in the ongoing fight against criminality within the joint operation area. In a strong response to the tragic terrorist attack in Niger State, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has condemned the assault on the Kasuwan Daji community, which resulted in the death of over 30 people and the abduction of several residents. The president has also issued order for security agencies to track down and apprehend the attackers. The attack, which took place on the evening of January 3, 2026, left the community reeling as terrorists invaded the Kasuwan Daji market, setting it ablaze, looting shops, and killing at least 35 people. Niger State Police spokesperson Wasiu Abiodun confirmed the details, stating that the terrorists believed to have come from the National Park forest in the Kabe district struck the village at around 4:30 p.m. local time. In a decisive move, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has ordered the immediate deployment of top security officials to track down and apprehend the perpetrators of the brutal Kasuwan Daji attack, which claimed the lives of at least 42 people in Niger State. The president has directed the Minister of Defense General Christopher Musa retired, Chief of Defense Staff General Olufemi Oluyede, Service Chiefs, the Inspector General of Police Kayode Adeolu Ebitokun, and the Director General of the Department of State Service DSS, Mr. Adiola Olua Tosin Ajayi, to ensure those responsible are brought to justice swiftly. Details continue to unfold surrounding the tragic attack in Kasuwan Daji, which occurred in the early hours of the morning. Although police have confirmed 30 deaths, additional reports from surrounding villages indicate that after attacking Kasuwan Daji, the assailants moved into Kwashis along Babana Road, where they killed another 12 people. President Bola Tinubu held a private lunch meeting with Rwanda President Paul Kagame in Paris, France. The two leaders discussed global affairs and strategies to further advance Africa's interest on the world stage. The meeting, which was disclosed by the Nigerian presidency through a photo release, showed the two leaders seated together and engaged in a deep conversation. This private meeting comes just 1 week after President Tinubu's departure from Lagos for his end-of-year break on December 28, 2025. The president's special advisor on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, confirmed Tinubu's trip, noting that it precedes his participation in the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week Summit, set to take place in early January 2026. President Bola Tinubu has nominated former Senator Magnus Abe as chairman of the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Regulatory Commission (NUPRC), following the resignation of Benga Komolafe. The nomination announced Monday is part of the list of 21 nominees for the board of both NUPRC and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority. Abe, a former Rivers Southeast senator, has previously served as the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited board and chairs the National Agency for Great Green Wall. Other NUPRC nominees include Engineer Paul Yaro, Jezhi, and Mr. Sunday Adibayo Babalola, both as non-executive commissioners. Several executive commissioners have also been nominated. We'll now take a break. When we return, Haske-Tv News to continue. Please stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is still Haske-Tv News with Barry Cletus, and now the news continues. The Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited (NNPC) has announced another reduction in the pump price of petrol at its retail filling stations. Starting today, petrol is now being sold for 815 naira per litre at NNPC filling stations, down from 835 naira per litre. This 20 naira decrease has already been implemented at various locations across the Federal Capital Territory. This price adjustment marked the latest in a series of reductions, continuing a trend seen in recent months. However, even with the new drop, NNPC's petrol still remains more expensive compared to other stations like MRS, which is currently selling fuel at 739 naira per litre nationwide. The lower price at MRS stations is attributed to recent reduction in the gantry price, which suppliers use to set their fuel cost. The national chairman of the All Progressive Congress (APC), Professor Nentawe Goshwe Gilwada, has strongly condemned the recent terrorist attack in Angwara and Borgu local government area in Niger State. At least 2 people were killed, and several others, including women and children, were abducted. In a statement released Monday, Yilwatda called the attack gruesome, senseless, and utterly unacceptable, describing them as an assault on Nigeria's peace and unity. He also expressed concern over ongoing violence in affected areas, including the burning of markets, destruction of homes, and the abduction of students from St. Mary's Catholic schools. Yilwada offered condolences to Governor Muhammad Umaru Bago, the state government, and the people of Niger State, assuring them of APC's support during the tragic time. The APC chairman also commended President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his swift response, including directive to top security officials to apprehend the attackers and rescue the victims. Intelligence reports suggest the attackers are terrorists fleeing from Sokoto and Zamfara states. Yilwada reiterated the APC's full backing of the president's effort to combat terrorism, banditry, and violent extremism in the country. The Police Service Commission (PSC) has warned cyber cafes and recruitment agents against extorting money from applicants for the Nigerian Police Force (NPF) enlistment. Reports indicate illegal charges of up to 15,000 naira. In a statement on Monday, PSC spokesperson Tori Njoku clarified that such fees are not remitted to the PSC or any government body, calling the claims false. He emphasized that the recruitment process is completely free of charge and no payment is required at any stage. The PSC urged applicants to only use official channels to submit their applications. In Uganda, the government has imposed a ban on the live broadcast of riots, unlawful processions, and violent incidents ahead of the country's upcoming elections. The Ministry of Information, Communication and Technology announced the ban on Monday in a statement issued from the capital, Kampala. The ministry explained that live broadcasting or streaming of such incidents is prohibited to avoid escalating tension and spreading panic. The government has also prohibited the dissemination of content deemed inciting, hateful, or violent. The announcement comes amidst a crackdown on opposition supporters. Hundreds of Bobby Wine supporters have been detained in recent days, leading to growing concerns about political repression ahead of the votes. That's the news on Haske-Tv. On behalf of the production team, my name is Barry Cletus, inviting you to stay tuned for subsequent programs. From me is goodbye.